welcome to a special episode of Rhythm and Wit. My name is David Steele, and we are here today at Wheeler Park, the Wheeler District of Oklahoma City, for the Wheeler Summer Concert Series. I'm here with one of the bands that's going to be performing today, World Peace Death Ray. How are y'all?
We're doing pretty good.
Great, all good.
All good. Thanks for
doing well, thank you.
Thanks for talking to me. Do y'all want to tell us your names?
I'm Josh, and I play bass in the band. I'm the secret weapon.
I'm Nick, and I'm the drummer.
I'm Alex. I play guitar and move around an aggressive amount.
I'm Cole. I play guitar and I sing sometimes.
So maybe tell how long y'all have been performing together as a group.
We've been playing about 3 years now or so.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2.5 years.
Cool.
That's about right.
Mm-hmm.
The band loosely started pre-pandemic with Cole, me, and Nick kind of just openly jamming in our house in Norman. And then we kind of had a little hiatus during the pandemic.
Right.
And then once things started to chill out and ease up, then we kind of got back together and fully formed.
And you guys, I was listening to a little bit of y'all's stuff. Y'all do a lot of harmonies. You just both sing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. Yes. Okay. Awesome.
More now. Even the newer stuff we're working on is
more
very harmony driven.
But everyone sings and everyone has lead vocal moments. So
okay. So do you want to talk about what y'all are going to be playing today? You've been playing together for a long time. Are y'all playing any new songs today? Any old favorites or any covers?
I think we got.
all of it. We're new stuff that we've recorded that is in the mixing process that will come out later this year. It'll be our second EP of this year, 2024. We're playing some of our earlier tunes. We are playing some of our covers that we kind of started out with within the first kind of half year of the band. And just some, covers here and there, some that are new to us, new to everyone else, some that have only been played for their second or third time tonight. And even with our covers, sometimes, it's a really older cover, or sometimes, we've started to flirt with more current pop stuff.
Yeah.
So, we just have a good time and we, jam things out sometimes, and sometimes the song just doesn't feel like it needs it. And then there are times where we play that we all seem to be on a similar wavelength and we're having a really good time with the environment that the song's created, and we just want to stay in it a little longer.
Awesome. Let's see. What has it been like to write and perform original music in Oklahoma in your experience?
Josh.
In my experience, it's definitely been interesting to write and record here. Oklahoma is kind of the basin for a lot of different kinds of music, and as the resident old guy in the band, I would say that there's a lot of different scenes I've seen, kind of pop up, and I would say this group of people really encapsulates a lot of everything that Oklahoma has to offer. As far as playing, we tend to play pretty much anywhere that seems like it'd be a good time, because we like to have a good time. Other people like to have a good time. So for us, it's really fun. It's really cathartic. It's really interesting to see the different responses that we get from different kinds of people, since we play such a vast arrangement of music. And recording-wise, we really love recording here. We love kind of just being an indelible part of the music scene in whatever way that is. We love meeting new people, networking, because it seems like about 1 out of every 4 people is a musician. So that's how we kind of got together. There's 4 of us, so we're all musicians.
Nice, for sure. Okay. What can you talk about, one big challenge that you've had to face in order to make it to where you are now? And do you have any advice for somebody that might have to face a similar challenge?
I'm not answering that question.
Anyone got?
I'll take it. Yeah.
Sometimes we just rock too hard, I gotta be honest. Sometimes it's a little scary for people. I would say the biggest challenge really that we've faced is how do we present our unique voice in a way that we're all equally represented.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something a lot of bands struggle with. But once we kind of got onto that wavelength, it's been, in my opinion, really easy to just kind of keep that ball rolling. And that's why having fun, Alex mentioned that we like to jam a lot of stuff. You know, we're very in the moment and sharing these moments with whoever's there watching us at any given time. So the newest challenge I would say that we're facing is just how do we get out and meet more people, play more songs for longer amounts of time in even more interesting places. This will be our first time playing at the Wheeler District, so we're really excited about that. It's really nice they put the W on the Wheeler District Ferris Wheel for World Peace Death Ray. And you know, we also like to be involved with other things. We are going to start doing like a vinyl night with Stone Cloud Brewing, where we're going to come and Alex is going to come and spin some records. You know, we're trying to always be involved in whatever way that we can to just keep music alive and well around the entire city, the metro area, the state, wherever it is that we're playing at the time.
Well, an issue that can be faced, and I think a lot of groups face, is when wires get crossed.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that can be in a lot of different ways.
It's life or death.
Yeah, but, well, you know, for us, it's like we do jam, and then if we go into an improvised jam, you know, it's, does everyone want to go into it? You know, like
communication.
Yeah, we have to look at each other a lot more, and rather than read the room, we kind of have to read ourselves before we can even read the room if we decide to go on a little ambitious trip like that publicly. And you know, sometimes wires get crossed between band members because people don't have the same goals, and someone wants to take something maybe a little farther or expand it in a way that maybe a different member just doesn't see for themselves. And, you know, sometimes that's why you see, you know, members coming and going with certain projects and certain people kind of staying around. But really, it just, you know, it's a relationship with multiple people, and you just have to have good communication. It's like a Guitar Hero loading screen once said, you know, a band is the dysfunctional family you choose. And, you know, it's really right. You just have to talk about what you're doing and what you're trying to do and where you're at and where you want to be. So
great. I really like that, because being a musician myself for, I mean, over a decade, really, different projects over the years, it's like communication and like there's relationships between the members is challenging a lot of the times. And it's like something I haven't really dove into enough. I haven't gotten to interview a bunch of bands yet. Mostly it's been comedians and visual artists and singular, but I don't know, this is great, so thanks.
Yeah.
I really like
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Let's see, I got a couple more real quick. What's the next thing you have coming up that you're excited about?
This show, and then in a few hours, another show.
Yeah, I saw that. You're playing at Blue Note tonight.
We're playing at Blue Note, and that's another first-time spot for us.
Sick.
So
That's
tonight is one of our double headers, and it's rare at this point, having played around here for a couple of years now, but, you know, we're still getting new spots to play and new people reaching out and opportunities to sort of see. So we've got that on a larger scale. You know, we have another EP that will be coming out probably in the fall, and it's a different sound than people have really heard from us. It leans into neo-soul aspects. Some of the songs were written, the demos I was sampling like East Coast 90s hip-hop beats.
Nice.
And then we'd kind of like appropriate those demos into our overall sound. And then we ended up bringing one of our close friends, Josh Masterson, who goes by the J Masty. Yep.
I've got the power, I've got the moves. Not moving backwards, this is not our roots. Picking up on patterns of self-abuse. You throw a rock, make them shudder, then get to the truth. It's not hard to find, but easy to lose. And maybe being picky, might as well pick and choose. Share the best with the world, save the rest for you. I'm rolling out the red lights, now watch me do what I do. 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 Watch me do.
So
it's music for fucking.
So he was involved in, he played on the...
So it's a collab EP. It's about like half and half. There's a few songs where it's only us.
Yeah.
And there's a few where we basically operate as Jay Masty singing lead, and then we back him up.
That's awesome.
And we, we're very close friends. I wouldn't be surprised if he just popped up at any given minute. But
could be anywhere.
there are now great times where, like, if he's there, then we can bring him up and
awesome.
add something to the set. Or there are just so many ways that our friendship has kind of opened up into what we do musically and independently as separate artists, but also what we have coming as a collaborative effort. So it's cool. Some of the songs are a little more 2000s rock, almost like a Franz Ferdinand meets early Maroon 5.
Love that.
One of the songs feels more like a boy band song. It's cool. So we're putting that out, and then we'll start to record our first full length around the same time that comes out. We're always, as soon as something's coming out, we're already recording or about done writing something else. So
getting the next project.
Yeah, we're just real interested in putting songs out and playing as much as possible.
Yeah. Releases.
It's fulfilling. We do a lot, and we have a lot of ideas at any given time, and we're just kind of set on putting that out into the world, whether it's through live performance or recordings that we can listen to when we're
and share
on a deathbed.
You can share. That's what I love about the internet. You put music out, and anyone all over the world can listen to it. I mean, you don't have to be local or whatever.
All of our stuff is kind of like across multiple platforms at this point too, like Spotify, YouTube, like iTunes.
That's great. Yeah, it's easy to share that stuff these days. So last thing, where can people see you guys online, or do you want to shout? I mean, the next show, obviously Blue Note, or do you have any big shows like maybe next month or anything that you want to shout out?
We're only on MySpace.
Only,
Yeah.
The old school.
You could find us anywhere. Instagram, our Facebook presence, we're there, but you won't see anything.
Instagram's the primary resource.
Yeah. Facebook's a desolate place right now.
I think Instagram works in a way to where it helps maybe put a little more personality through in a natural way to the people that are following you than Facebook at this point. But at World Peace Death Ray is typically the handle. If there is something that's there, then it's going to be that. Not many other people have that. But this summer we've got some shows at the Stone Cloud Brewery in Stillwater. We'll have more in the OKC Metro in the fall at more indoor venues. But right now we're kind of taking things outside and spending time in the sun and watching the sunset while we play and doing that really yearning, moody type of thing.
I think tonight you're all gonna have a great kind of sun.
Yeah, it's gonna look great out here. It already looks good out here, to be honest.
All right. Well, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all talking to me. And
thank you.
Looking forward to the show. All right, man.
Once again, hope everybody's having a great time tonight. I see a lot of faces that look like they could smile, but they're not sure yet. And I promise you, we're going to give you something to smile about if we haven't already. Let me hear one from the kids. Do the kids like what they hear? Thank you. Skater kids always know what's cool. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. We got a couple more songs for you, and then we're going to get out of your way and let Liquid Girlfriend come up here and take it all out. If this is your first time checking us out, or maybe you came late, we are World Peace Death Ray. You can find us on Instagram, you can find us on YouTube, you can find us on Spotify, and hopefully after tonight, you can find us in your hearts.
You can find us up here for at least 6 more minutes.
After we break down, we're gonna hang out for a couple minutes, then we got another gig to get to, double headers for you baseball fans. We love to play. Thanks for coming out and being a part of this moment with us.
We've got some more gigs in the city coming up, so follow us if you want to see more. And if you don't, sayonara!
I'm sitting and writing in my room, sitting and writing everything I think about you. But when will I fill my little black book? When will I fill my little black book with things that you like to read? With things about you and things about me. I'm laying sprawled out on your bed, laying and thinking of what goes through your head. But when will I fill my little black book? When will I fill my little black book with things that you like to read? With things that make you scream. Sitting up here and I'm ready to go above the earth and up on down the road. Space and time don't make sense to me, but it's money for nothing and my life ain't cheap. I said I ain't gonna make you love me again. I ain't gonna make you love me again. I had a dream of the authorities, a dream of the girls that I used to tease. Got no worries, cause there's no one out there. And I got no worries, cause I'm not playing fair. I ain't gonna make you love me again. I ain't gonna make you love me again. Now let's build it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Lying too torn to see. Alright, now listen here. You go walking on down that old street. The same place where I used to drink all my drinks. And you walk on by, but I ain't in that window, and I ain't your kind of guy.
Have a great night.
Mic check. I'm just gonna say that. Mic check. 1, 2. Hey, hey.
And if you need different volumes after the first song, what you need.
All right, so now we are here with the band Liquid Girlfriend. Welcome. Thanks for talking to us today. We're excited to see you guys play. Can you each tell us your name and what you play in the band?
My name is Alicia and I play the guitar.
My name is Adesley and I am main vocals.
My name is Mackenzie and I play the bass.
My name is Aiden and I also play guitar.
Nice. Awesome. So, can you tell us how long you've been performing together?
Us three have been playing together since 2020.
Yeah.
This guy over here, Sweetie Pie, joined the band in 2021.
And ever since then, we've been playing together.
Sweet.
So,
can you tell us about your performance today? And like, you guys have been playing together for a while. Are we gonna see any new songs or hear any old favorites today?
yeah. Yeah. We've been asked about new music more than once. I mean, we put out our, SpongeBob halftime show, our first single. Was that last year? Literally 1 year ago, almost.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's been our struggle, is getting new music out. So honestly, everything else besides SpongeBob is going to be new music to people.
Yeah.
We have like one cover. Everything else is originals. So
Cool.
yeah. And of course, we'll play SpongeBob. So
Nice.
yeah.
We're definitely excited for that one. Sweet. So I guess it's something I like to ask musicians and artists of all kinds, but like, what's it been like in your experience to write and perform original music in Oklahoma?
Oh man. Anybody else?
Struggle or has it been fun?
I think it's specific to Oklahoma, like regardless of whether, like which genre we're aiming towards. It's really just like our, like the lives we've lived here. Because most of us have just like been here the whole time. So our high school and, everything.
Yeah, you grew up here.
Yeah, so
you don't really know what it's like to do it anywhere else.
Yeah. All I know is Oklahoma.
Yeah, which is fine. I guess, yeah, I kind of always curious about that just because I've been playing music here for a long time myself, and it's been a struggle. I feel like sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's good, I don't know, but it's kind of ebbs and flows with the scene. And
So what's kind of funny about us is like, I mean, there's a genre of music that we all like, I'm sure collectively, but other than like the band, outside of it, like we all kind of listen to different stuff.
Yeah.
So whenever like our influences are coming into our music, it's kind of funky because it's like, I mean, like Aiden mostly listens to like metal, right?
Yeah.
And I'm over here listening to like bedroom pop stuff, and you listen to people screaming to some extent. Or Gambino, yeah, Childish Gambino. Mackenzie's over here with some R&B.
Yeah, it's a lot of variety though. That's good.
Yeah, it like melts together awesome, like in an awesome way. Awesomely. Created a word. But yeah.
Yeah, kind of going on along those lines though, like what's been like the biggest challenge that you guys have had to overcome to get where you are? Anything come to mind?
Couple things. I don't know, just don't get it. No, I wouldn't do that. We're not gonna get into one of those things, but
wait.
we did have differences with our previous drummer, and that's all.
Yeah.
I mean, it just.
That's really specific.
But I think that's
more vague.
I mean, that's what it was. We just had differences.
Challenges within, like, between getting along with each other. I mean, every band has that challenge, I think, at some point. So
Everyone has their crap,
Yeah. Everybody's yeah.
Everyone has
It's YouTube.
and it's all stinky.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is a good point. I asked that question a lot to all kinds of, mostly comedians and visual artists and things like that, or maybe solo musicians, but as a band, that is probably the biggest thing that we all have to get over is working with each other.
Yeah. It's just about remembering that like we're all doing this for the project. It's not like it's not like I'm against you or you're against me with ideas or anything. It's just like what's best for this song or what's best for this piece of art or whatever.
It's
So
kind of hard to get past.
For the people.
Yeah.
By the people.
So what kind of advice would you give to a band that might what would you do differently maybe if you ran into that same situation again with
obviously, like, working out differences is something that, like, I think that we're all very good at. Now that we're getting, further beyond the point of being, like, an 18-year-old in, like, a rock and roll band, it's gotten a little bit... We've kind of figured out how to do this correctly at this point.
Being together for as long now, like 3-4 years together, that's a long time to work together and learn how to work with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably a good, if I had advice to that, it would be just to try to stick it out because it does get easier. I think the more you overcome certain hurdles, the next one's not going to be as difficult.
Yeah. I also think that we're all very
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're all like amicable at all points in time, like, you know, at least to say.
I feel like we're people pleasers. You'll find your people. There's like there's a crowd for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Even jokesters.
So that's great. Thanks for that. What are you excited about coming up next? Do you have any new projects that you guys are starting up or anything like that?
Yes, I think we're gonna buckle down and record this freaking EP. Like, I don't, we want to get new music out. I feel like that's gonna be like our top priority probably. So that'll be exciting to get that out, and then people can actually listen to what else we have and stuff.
Because
So
you guys have been writing a lot, I imagine, and probably have a lot to put out. So
yeah, for sure.
We could put out basically an LP.
yeah.
Last thing, where can people see you guys? I know you guys have Instagram or online social handles you can follow you guys on, but anything you guys want to shout out? Another show coming up maybe in the next few weeks?
We have some plans maybe in the works for September, but nothing solidified yet. But
definitely y'all be back. Y'all play quite a bit. I mean, hopefully it'll be, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to record. I mean, I don't know about these guys, but I want to record. Yeah, so we should probably take some time for that. But other than that, I mean, our socials are all Liquid Girlfriend Band.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Follow us there.
We have a music video out by Mikey
Hever.
Mikey Hever. Thank you.
Shout out Mikey Hever.
Awesome.
She's
all
great.
right, well, definitely check that out. And yeah, thanks for talking to me, and we're definitely excited to see y'all perform. So
cool. We're excited to play. Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all.
Hello? If I got any littles, feel free to howl at the full moon. Thank you. We are Liquid Girlfriend, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. So perfect, you were just a kid. is called Mommy. It's gonna be our next one out. You know, because we all have problems. Thank you. This next one is for all my Hispanic people. Viva la raza! Yeah, that's right. Anyways, it's in Spanglish, but yeah. Same kind of stuff. I love you, Katie. Thank you. Hey, Eric. Edward. This one's for love. And the Rainbow Ferris Wheel. Alright. This next one is called, full name is Pillsbury Doughboy Kind of Thick, though. Because he is. As opposed to the previous song, that one was more about like loving everybody and not being able to stop. And then this one's about loving everybody and not being able to stop, but like in a different perspective. Yeah, this one's sad. Okay. This is our first time outside too, don't worry. We do have some merchandise if you guys want to help your local businesses. Way yonder over there. There's actually, I don't think there's anyone there right now, so. Okay. Meet us there after, and we'd love to chat. I would also like to take this moment to introduce the band. On your left, we've got Aiden Willem on guitar. Yeah, he's probably the smartest one out of the bunch. On your far right, we've got Alicia Marie King on guitar. Oh yeah, she the boss. She the king, if you will. on bass, keep the beat down, and showing up to practice late every single time. We've got our cutie patootie, Mackenzie McCall. We also have a new recruit, and today happens to be 25 years ago today, his date of birth. Give it up for Alex Carter! All right, we're doing it. Happy birthday, Mr. Carter, if you will. I am Adesse Lee, and this is Liquid Girlfriend. Thank you for coming out. I almost wish you were closer so I could actually see your faces, but it's okay, next time. Okay. So this next one will be the only one we have out on streaming platforms. There is another version out there. We might put it out soon. I know that, you know, with like the panini and all sorts of things, like we've kind of separated more than we usually are. And I don't want to vote for either of them, honestly, so. I just hope you all know that, you know, we all love our neighbors, even if from kind of far. This is SpongeBob Halftime Show. Pick up the phone and there's a monster on the other line. He says you have no more time. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know. me? Thanks. I was gonna say, like, I can't believe Donald Trump almost got assassinated, guys. Let's not. Okay, it's neither here nor there. We do not support murder.